with 3 members present. Would you join me, please, with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In notice of the public, the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You're requested to approach the microphone and state your name for the record and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. The normal process on any agenda item is for the chairperson to read the item from the agenda. The board is given an opportunity to comment on the issue and/or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate and a roll call vote will follow. Item number 1 is approval or amendment of the agenda. The chair would entertain a motion for that.
Mr. Chairman, I would motion to approve the agenda as printed.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda as printed. Is there any discussion, questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Salasik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, item number 2 is a public hearing. At this time at 9, what are we at?
9:01.
9:01, we will open the public hearing. It's a Master Matrix Corey Eldridge Construction Permit Application, public hearing, facility ID number 65974. At the public hearing, any resident may present objections to or arguments in favor of a construction permit application of an existing permitted animal confinement feeding operation for Corey Eldridge. Madam Auditor, Recorder, do we have any, nothing sent to you in file?
No,
okay,
there was nothing filed.
So the first sentence here then, there was no written comments, questions, or objections on file in the county auditor's office in the construction permit application of an existing animal feeding operation for Corey Eldridge. At this time then, anyone who wishes to speak in favor or against this has an opportunity for a microphone. Okay, we have 11 people here, and we have then 0 people wishing to speak. If there's no one else to speak, then I would entertain a motion here then to close the public hearing.
No other comments? Mr. Chairman, I motion that we close the public hearing at 9:03.
And I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. Roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Salasik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, thank you. Moving on then to item number 3, which is Resolution 2018-0020. This is the resolution then, the Master Matrix Corey Eldridge application for construction permit on an existing animal confinement feeding operation facility ID number 65974. The construction permit application of existing animal confinement feeding operation from Corey Eldridge was published in the Marshalltown Times Republican, Marshalltown, Iowa, on March 8th, 2018, and the Mid-Iowa Enterprise State Center, Iowa, on March 15th, 2018. Okay, there was 0 written comments, questions, or objections on file at the auditor's office, and 11 people attending the hearing with 0 comments, questions, or objections to the hearing. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Marshall County Board of Supervisors to recommend approval by the Department of Natural Resources on the construction permit application of the existing animal confinement feeding operation from Corey Eldridge, dated at Marshalltown, Iowa, this 20th day of March 2018. At this time, the chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to adopt Resolution 2018-0020, Master Matrix Corey Eldridge application for construction permit on an existing animal confinement feeding operation, facility ID number 65974.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. At this point then, is there any further discussion or any questions that anyone has here among the board?
How far above permitted are you going, or non-permitted?
Above, right now, I'm sorry, I'm John Everly with the Pinnacle Group. We put together the new management plan. Right now, he's at 990 animal units or 990 head of cattle. We're going to 2,500 total, so it would be 2,500 animal units.
Any further questions or comments? If there are none, roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Motion has been, the resolution has been accepted. Moving on then to the consent agenda. Item number 4 is approved minutes from regular session of March 6, 2018. Item number 5, approved request for use mobile band shell rental and use of courthouse grounds. The Marshalltown National Day of Prayer has requested the use of the courthouse grounds and the mobile band shell for National Day of Prayer on Thursday, May 3rd, 2018 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Item number 6, accept annual manure management plan update, JT Farms East Site, ID number 63208. Annual update report received and placed on file with one change made to the manure management plan, used manure analysis. Item number 7 is accept annual manure management plan update, TJ Farms West Site, ID number 63207. Annual update report received and placed on file with no changes made to the manure management plan. Item number 8, accept manure management plan. I'll reread that. Accept annual manure management plan update. Dennis A. Anderson, ID number 62848. Annual update received and placed on file with one change to manure management plan. Used manure analysis. Item number 9. Accept annual manure management plan update. Aaron Borton, ID number 65862. Annual update received and placed on file with one change to the manure management plan. Used manure analysis. Item number 10. Accept annual manure management plan update. Bill Havelka, section number 10, ID number 62692. Annual update report received and placed on file with one change to manure management plan. Used manure analysis. Item number 11. Accept annual manure management plan update. Breeze Hill Farms LLC, ID number 65770. Annual update report received and placed on file with the following changes made to the manure management plan. Change crop rotation and used manure analysis for determining application rates when applying manure. Item number 12, file clerk of district court reports, 218, general supplemental surcharge, $922.14. Item number 13, approved claims. Approved claims is audited and authorized the county auditor and recorder to issue payment of the same. The listing of the claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the month of March will be published as part of the first meeting in April. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we approve the consent agenda as printed.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda as printed. Are there any questions? Went through a lot of things here.
Springtime.
Springtime, okay? No questions on that regard. If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Moving on then to approve personnel actions. A, change of status. Doug Bosman, Sheriff's Office, Courthouse Security, change of status from part-time to part-time as needed, effective 3/26/18. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve this personnel action.
Mr. Chairman, I would second that.
Been moved and approved to approve this personnel action. Any discussion or comments in this regard? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Item B here, hire Todd Michael Parrish, Sheriff's Office, Courthouse Security, part-time, rate of pay $16.38 per hour, effective 3/21/18. The chair would entertain a motion for this item.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we approve the personnel action, adding Todd Michael Parrish from the Sheriff's Office Courthouse Security, part-time, rate of pay $16.38, effective 3/21/18.
And I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion or questions in this
Well, it's
item?
just gonna be nice to have Todd back. He was one of our former sheriff's deputies that is retired, and he'll be an excellent addition to our courthouse security staff. This should bring us up to 5, which will give us, our 4 on and
That's our goal.
one road,
Yeah,
one
our goal.
more.
Yeah.
I'd like to have 6. So
So-
we're close.
Okay. If there's no further questions or comments, roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Item C here then is hire Michelle Janes, Treasurer's Office, Universal Clerk, full-time, rate of pay $15.50 per hour, effective 4/2/18. The chair would entertain a motion to this.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve this personnel action of hiring Michelle Janes, Treasurer's Office, Universal Clerk, full-time, rate of pay at $15.50 an hour, effective 4/2/18.
Okay?
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Mr. Heil, do you have any comments on this, or?
It's a replacement,
This fills your slot that's been open,
yes.
okay?
So your roster's back to completely full now?
Well, then once we get another one back from maternity leave, then it
Okay.
will be for us.
All right.
Okay. Any further questions or comments then? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Motion has been approved. Item number 14, approve request for the use of the mobile band shell in the courthouse grounds. A request from the Marshalltown Arts Festival, formerly named Lynn Creek Arts Festival, for the use of the mobile band shell in courthouse grounds on Saturday, July 21st, 2018, for activities in conjunction with the art festival. I'd entertain a motion to this effect.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the use of the mobile band shell in courthouse grounds for the Marshalltown Arts Festival on Saturday, July 21st, 2018.
And I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Open this up for discussion. Anyone here wishing to speak to that? Okay.
I don't have much to report on, but we're finalizing the map, and I know when we talked back last fall that I said I'd come and let you know where we're at with things, and so I'm planning on coming back when things are a little bit more finalized, but we are planning on having entertainment, food, beverages, kids' activities, some live painting artists around the courthouse, and then we're planning on stretching artists down Main Street. So things are moving along, and hopefully we'll have a good day with no rain and not 120 degrees. But
Starts when and closes about?
it starts at 10 and goes till 5, but our artists get here as early as like 6 a.m., so we'll be here bright and early.
And is it just going to be for the one day?
Yep, just one day. Yep. And Lucas has been great help to getting us all the needs, and so we're getting all the coordination going, so.
Well, we're excited to have you back.
Yeah, we are too.
On the courthouse grounds.
Good.
And as a downtown business person, I'm really excited to have more entities like this making the downtown usable, and we're
Yeah.
a vibrant community down here, and
Yeah.
welcome down.
Yeah, thank you for having us. So
Yep, thanks for
I'll
coming.
be back to report when we get more.
Adam has a question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Could I
you're
get
fine.
your name and
Yep.
title? Sorry.
Yep, Amber Danielson, the Director of the Arts and Culture Alliance.
Did you say that Lucas had been easy to work with on this?
Yes, he's been great, yes.
There are days.
Thank you.
You're on your medication again?
Caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay, if any further discussion or comments? If not, no, we've approved that one. No, we haven't.
Need a roll call.
We have not.
Vote.
Roll call vote.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Now, motion has been approved. Moving on then to Resolution 15, 2018-0021, Marshall County Noxious Weed Control Plan, Resolution 2018-0021. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing, folks. There's a lot of stuff here. Basically, we're going to do the west half of the county, mid-May to early mid-June. And then we're going to do the western, or the eastern half then of the county, and that'll be a spot spray, and that'll be more towards the fall, August. So mid to late August.
It's important that we make the announcement that if you want to be elected out of do not spray on your area, you have to apply for that and get the do not spray
There is a fee for that.
sign from the county. It's a $10 fee. So anybody out there that wishes their property not to be sprayed, you can apply for that, but you do have to. You can't put your own handwritten sign out. It has to be the one that's ours. So it's recognizable to our company that does the spraying.
The company that sprays it is a professional company, and this is all they do, but they're not from this area. They're from northern Iowa, so we try to make it as understandable as we can for them when they come through. So,
Where's the dividing line between east and west? Is it Highway 14 by chance, or do you know?
don't know.
Boy, I can't.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
And no one has ever asked that question.
Well, I'm sorry, I
before.
did.
You
I
know,
didn't mean
We'll have to run that down. Is it real important to know
No,
that
it's not.
right now?
No, no,
Oh,
no. No.
I have someone on the phone.
I'm just
that
making
will ask.
conversation.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
there's more.
Yes, sir.
No, we can
No.
get the answer.
I'm done.
Okay, okay.
I'll never speak again.
Promise?
Would you get
I
that?
just that came out. My filter broke.
Get that in
Sorry.
that's my job, a broken filter. Get that in the minutes, please.
Bill will never, or Steve will never speak.
I'll tell you what, the chair would entertain a motion to this effect.
Seeing as how Steve's not going to speak again, I will motion that we adopt resolution number 2018-0021, 2018 Marshall County Noxious Weed Control Plan.
I'll second it.
Well, that's nice. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Questions? We will find the answer for your question, though.
And I'm glad you spoke, because otherwise we'd all sit
We
here and
don't be
looked at
sitting
you.
here.
I think he was going to knock on the table or something.
Yeah.
At this point, if there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Okay, the motion has been carried. Moving on then to item number 16, the secondary roads.
Can I speak? again?
Anytime you would like, yeah.
Why did we change the order of the roll call for this vote?
That was evidently an error.
That we probably should have caught, is that fair to say?
You know, I don't know, but I wouldn't get too hard on the person who did that, or the cupcakes won't be back.
Let's let it go. No,
Yeah,
we'll let it go.
okay.
You know, sometimes when you're digging yourself a hole, the operative thing to do is just throw away the shovel.
Okay. It's not here.
What's their, in fact, they're that way the rest of the way out, aren't they? No, only for 2 pages, then it goes back.
Cut and paste is all.
Cut and paste, okay.
You know, it's not always kind.
Moving on then to item number 16, secondary roads, FY 2018 Iowa DOT budget amendment. Discussion and possible action on the approval of the amendment of FY 2018 Iowa DOT budget for the Marshall County Secondary Road Department. This amendment is to cause our DOT budget to reflect the same changes that were made with the Marshall County budget amendment of February 20, 2018. Anything else? You're ready to talk, okay. Very good.
Well, it's just what you read there, but it's the reason I'm doing it separate from the FY19 budget is that the 2018 amendment had some one-off irregularities on revenue. We had some disaster aid come in. We had a refund from a contractor when we had overpaid them on a project, and those things I've got to write explanation to, and I just wanted to send that through one thing, send it through a loan through the DOT, get it approved, and then do the FY19 in case I have to make any changes to the 18 amendment. Then I can do that before I submit the 2019 budget.
And that disaster aid was the FEMA aid on the bridge that fell in?
Correct.
That
And
we only waited, what, 3 years for?
yeah, it was more than that. It was 4. And we weren't sure what year it was going to happen, so I didn't budget the revenue until I had it. So that's why it's in the amendment.
FEMA works really fast.
But we're there,
We are,
so,
and it's done and open and back in service.
okay. I'd entertain a motion then that we accept this,
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to adopt the
or
amended
adopt.
FY 2018 Iowa DOT budget for the Marshall County Secondary Road Department.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to adopt this. Any further discussion? Any questions? You're good? Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Okay, this motion's been carried. Moving on then, thank you, Paul. Item number 17, request for subdivision variances from Craig E. and Rachel McKibben. This goes to just changing some things and making it work. Is anyone here to talk about this? Will come up and introduce yourself to the mic.
My name is Jeremy Harris. I'm with Clapsville Carbon Associates. I'm the one that did the survey for Mr. McKibben. Basically, the purpose of the survey was to add some extra ground to the west side of Davenport property. The reason we're asking for the variance is there's already been a couple splits done in that quarter section, taking this to the third split, which is going to trigger a subdivision. We're asking for this variance so that we don't have to go through the process of doing the subdivision. We're just adding 0.8 acres to the west side of Mr. Davenport's property, trying to move the farm a little bit farther away from his house. So,
Typically, a subdivision involves more than one building on it, and this is just a single home, just adding extra space.
yes, they're not anticipating any building at all. This is addition onto an existing parcel, just increasing the size by 0.8.
Any questions here
Yes, sir.
for everybody? Okay.
Thank you.
The chair would entertain a motion to this effect.
Mr. Chair, I would motion that we approve the subdivision, variance to Article 3, Section 3 of the plating subdivision ordinance, and allow a plat.
Is there a second?
You're not going to read the rest?
Would you like me to?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion or questions? No more questions? If not, then roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes,
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
this motion's been approved. Moving on then to item number 18. This is the GMG Community School District Easement Purchase Agreement. Discussion and possible action to accept and countersign the easement purchase agreement with GMG Community School District in the amount of $6,500. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to approve the purchase agreement with GMG Community School District in the amount of $6,500.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. We'll open this up for discussion. Any questions or comments by anybody that's here?
What's the easement related to, the purpose for the?
Okay, this is related to the work that we've been working on to create a new septic system for Green Mountain. And where this is at is where their ball field is on the west side of the road.
Okay.
And we will need to put some pipe underneath their outfield.
Mm-hmm.
We will not dig it up. it'll be bored.
Okay.
And then with that, we need a pathway to get to the potential cells that are ponds that will be put to the west of that. And so they're going to give us that pathway on the south side, on the outside of their fence where the ball diamond is.
Okay.
So if you played ball there, you can kind of know.
I don't play much ball.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you played center field, you understand what this field is.
Yes.
Because if the batter hits the ball, you don't see it until it's just about over your head. So there's a possibility, if we do have extra dirt when we're done, we're going to suggest that we could help them out if they so desire and level the field.
Okay.
That type of decision is it's forthcoming. We haven't
Right.
we haven't accomplished that.
Still in the works.
That, yeah. Any further discussion or questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Slosson.
Yes?
Okay. This motion's been approved. Moving on then to 19. Item number 19 is a condemnation process for the Green Mountains Sewer Lagoon Project. Discussion and possible action to approve moving forward with the application for condemnation regarding Matt Smith Farms Incorporated, consisting of 3.9 acres at the appraised value of $29,000, and Linda Voss Revocable Trust, 5/6, and Paulette Bermudez Trust Parcel 1/6, consisting of 12.6 acres at the appraised value of $100,800 to acquire the needed property for the Green Mountain Sewer Lagoon Project. At this time, the chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we approve this request, condemnation hearings to be held at the earliest possible date.
And I'll second.
Been moved and seconded to approve this request, condemnation hearings to be held at the earliest possible date. Open this up for discussion and questions. The earliest possible date then would be our next board meeting.
I would imagine that, but I think we need to work with the attorneys that are working on this process in case there's some statutory requirements as to.
Would you, yeah.
I can talk to them.
Yeah, Chris, I meant to have you come up before we got to doing this, but yeah. Would
We
you
may have.
tell who
to-
you are and
have to
who you
deal with
represent,
filing
please?
deadlines.
You bet. My name is Chris Happ. I'm with JCG Land Services. When it comes to the condemnation process, your action today, all that does is start and gives the attorneys the approval to start the process. There's an application that has to go before a magistrate that has to make sure that we met all Iowa codes in our good faith negotiations up until this point. The application then, when it's approved by the magistrate, notification has to get sent out to all the interested parties, and a date is set, and this is a condemnation hearing by committee, and this would be held at the sheriff's office. So hopefully, I don't know when your next board meeting is.
We're every 2 weeks.
April 3rd.
Okay, so minimum for your condemnation hearing to even take place, once a judge authorizes the use of condemnation, is 30 days. That's minimum from when that judge authorizes that. The action today authorizes the attorney to begin the application process.
So at this point, it's out of our hands.
Correct. Correct. Now we're following Iowa code, and we have to follow what's in place as far as timelines, et cetera.
So if it takes 30 days from the time the lawyers get it to the judge, it takes a while to get it to the judge, so we're looking at maybe 2 months.
I would say, and that's, it could be sooner. It depends on how quickly everything is applied for with a judge, and the judge approves it.
Okay?
So,
Any more questions for Chris? Okay.
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that to us. Any further discussion, questions by anybody?
So such a hearing would take place at the sheriff's office, is that right? Okay, and not here, okay.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
That's Iowa code.
Okay.
Yep.
Any further discussion, any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Okay. That item is passed, been approved. Going on then to item number 20, public forum is, public forum is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum. Okay, anyone has anything that we haven't talked about so far that you would like to
I
talk
do
about?
have something I want to just put out there. This
Okay.
is Nan Benson, auditor recorder, and did want to let all the folks in the county or in Marshalltown know we have a new Fourth Ward polling location. It will be Redeemer Lutheran Church, 1600 South Center Street here in Marshalltown. It was previously located at First Baptist Church. And we will be mailing out voter registration cards to the approximately 4,000 voters that this impacts so that they are informed of that move. But we wanted to announce it here first. We will have a press release also for the media to make that. We just got to get the word out now, and it will be effective immediately. So for the primary in June, which is our next scheduled election, is when it will begin. So.
And did we use this facility once already then? Or?
We have not.
We have not.
No. We had, our special election was just the Fourth Ward
Okay.
at the Veterans Home, so.
An interesting thing that happens on, when you have any polling place, the National or American Disabilities Act,
The ADA, yes.
there's like 300 pages or something on the computer, and that makes you go out and look at these things.
Yes, we just finished our tour of the county, visiting all the polling locations for ADA compliance. And we got a few things that Lucas gets to go out and do and fix just to, you know, of course we live in Iowa, so things shift and heave. And we are getting scheduled our time there at Redeemer Lutheran Church. But churches typically are very handicap accessible. They've got really good entry for that purpose, so they've kind of got that all taken care of for us. So I'm not anticipating anything that we will need to do at that location, just from our first couple look-throughs.
We're not going to have to pour cement.
No, they've got a beautiful parking lot, great handicap. They've got actually a separate entrance for handicap entrance, so it's set up very nicely for their patrons, and it will work great for us for voting.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Mr. Heil, you're standing at the mic.
Well, yes. Jarrett Heil, Marshall County Treasurer. I wanted to give a reminder that last day to pay second half installment on property taxes. Well, March 31st falls on the weekend, so you get until Monday, April 2nd. So Monday, April 2nd, property taxes due in the Treasurer's office. Drop it in the office, mail over the internet. You can go to iowatreasures.org or drop it in the mailbox. We'll gladly take it.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
I'd just like to give a shout out to our sheriff's deputy that did the traffic stop with the meth bust. Was one of our senior deputies, Hungerford. Due diligence was done. He was very aware, and that was a good pot at the end of the rainbow on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, anything else? If not, we're going to move on then to item number 21, which is adjournment. The next regular session is April 3rd, 2018 at 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor and Recorder's Office or the Board of Supervisors' Office by Thursday, March 29, 2018 at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:34. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.